Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Just want to say thank you to all those that have viewed the videos and the shorts on the channel and given us a like. If you are new to the channel guys, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next videos that are uploaded. And in regards to this video, you might have seen my previous video where I mentioned I started my business off using the Ender 3 V2 3D printer. Again, as I mentioned in the first video, my intentions of getting into 3D printing was not to make money off the back of it. That just seems to have happened as time's gone on. And I did mention in the first video as well that I did eventually change from the Ender 3 to a new printer, and I actually sold some of those printers on. And as you can, some of you eagle-eyed people will have noticed from the previous shorts which printer that was in that I actually upgraded to, and that was of course the Bamboo Labs P1P. Now I will admit guys, when I was actually in the process of looking at getting a new printer, this was not the printer I was actually initially going to buy. I was intending to get the Creality K1, purely because it was a new printer on the market. It was in par with the Bamboo P1P in regards to speeds. But as always, when new products come out, there's always that area where software might not work or there might be some issues with the actual print. And the P1P had been out considerably longer than that, and it was also classed as like the #1 printer to get. As you'll probably find if you look around on YouTube, there's plenty of videos on these particular printers. But the one advantage this printer gave me over the K1 was the fact that you could purchase the AMS system, the automatic material system, separately, so that you could actually print with the one unit up to 4 colours. Now you can actually connect up to 4 of these units, therefore giving you the capacity to print up to 16 colours. Now, just to confirm as well guys, in the past I was never printing anything with multiple colours. It was purely just the one colour at a time. But at least with having this, it gives me the opportunity, should I decide to go down that route, which I can confirm that I have actually started doing that because I've got the capacity to do it. Now, if you've seen my recent post, guys, of the recent short, which I'll just show you a little screenshot just here, and that shows you of one of the 3D printed slugs getting printed. Just to give you an example of the reason why I went for this particular printer, or the K1 for that matter, because they both got very similar speeds when it comes to printing. On my old printer, that slug would have took me between 7.5 to 8 hours to print. Whereas on this particular printer, on its standard settings, is less than 3 hours. Now, just to confirm as well, guys, this particular printer does actually come with 3 individual sets. So you've got your standard, and I think the fastest one is Ludicrous, which I've never actually tested yet. So that will probably be a video I'll do in the future. Although I am aware that many people have already done it, but I've never seen it in action, and it is something I want to do. Now, one of the benefits of purchasing a printer like this is because it's actually on rails. It's actually a rail printer rather than actually back and forwards. So it goes, the actual bed itself goes up and down rather than back and forward and the head moving. So it's a lot more stable. It's also got built-in self-leveling, and this has actually got a system in the back, just at the back here. I don't know if you can actually see this. It's actually got a cutting blade. So when it comes to actually changing the filaments, if you are doing multiple prints, it will go to the back. It'll cut the actual filament from the previous one and purge in the new one. And it'll actually poop out, as it's now being known by the 3D print community. At the back, you've got what we call a poop chute, which then disperses out the extra purge to the back, and it allows you to continue on. Now, this printer also has it built in as well, so if for some reason your filament did get jammed or didn't actually pass through, it would automatically stop, therefore saving you filament in the future, because it has got it all built in there. Now, if you are new to this particular printer, guys, or this particular brand, then just to make you aware that this, I believe, was the 3rd iteration, or 2nd, depending on how you look at it. Bamboo originally released the first version, which I'll just show you a picture here, which comes fully enclosed, and it comes with LiDAR as well as some additional cooling fans and a full touchscreen display, whereas this one's got more of a linear, old-fashioned type mobile phone display. It hasn't got the LiDAR and it hasn't got the enclosure. So if you are looking at going down that route of wanting to print things like ABS, then the enclosure will probably be better for yourself to make sure you've got those constant temperatures. And the 2nd iteration was basically the same printer, but with the AMS as part of that package, I believe. If I'm incorrect, by all means, let me know in the comments. Because like I say, I'm still new with this myself. Now, as it happens, I have no intentions of printing an ABS. It's not something I've ever looked at. I'm not saying I'll never do it, but at this moment in time, I've no need to do it. And I purchased this for a number of reasons. One, because it was speedy. It was a lot faster to get my business products out. So this one printer was doing what 2 printers were doing plus more. And not only that, it means I can also print with this. With it being a direct drive on the head, it is still using a board and tube, but it's still going straight through. It means I can actually use TPU on this, which is a flexible filament. But just bear in mind, guys, if you do want to use flexible filament on this type of printer, you cannot put it in the EMS because it just won't work. It'll chew it up or get stuck. So as you can see on the side, I've added the additional mount on the side for things like TPU. Just to confirm, this isn't TPU, it's actually glow in the dark, but it actually works. It seems to work better from that side panel. So this is the reason why I went for this particular printer, guys, and you'll see this in a few videos moving forward. Like I say, I will be doing some additional videos in regard to the different speeds and some of the filaments I've got and some of the things I've printed off with it, as well as some time lapses. And just to be aware, guys, I've just had confirmation that my new resin printer is finally getting dispatched, and it should be here in a couple of days. So that'll be another video we can look at in the future and do some resin prints and see what the quality is on them. Now, bear in mind, guys, I have used resin prints before in the past, only a couple of times, mind, and that was a 2K printer, whereas the new one I'm getting is considerably higher with a 12K screen and a much bigger build plate. So by all means, keep an eye out for that. Like I say, if you are new to the channel, guys, don't forget to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss it. It is a new channel, so every comment, thumbs up or thumbs down if you don't like the content, or a follow is all appreciated, and I do appreciate the feedback in the comments. On that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there for this particular video. But like I say, you'll see more of this in the future. If there's any questions you'd like to ask regarding it from a novice that's still getting into the market of 3D printers and messing about with new ones, by all means, leave your comments in the post, and I shall let you know my feedback. On that note, guys, take care, and I shall see you in the next one. Ciao for now.